Cliff Avril back on the program, the defensive end. By the way, Cliff is the answer to a very, very good trivia question. And I think you know this, Cliff. I hope you do. Do you know the answer to the great trivia question you're involved in?
No. Well, I'd like to know the question first.
Okay, all right. Well, I think I'll give away the answer by the question. The only player in NFL history to win a Super Bowl after having been on a team that didn't win a game.
Yeah. The only player to do that. I'm glad it went in that way, though. I'm glad it was 0-16, then Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, then 0-16.
That would have been a little tougher to take, that you go from that high to that low. But take us back to when you don't win. What does it do to the team as far as chemistry and pointing fingers and,
Well, I was a rookie that year, so I was still trying to figure out. I was trying to figure myself out, trying to figure out how this whole NFL thing works, and we're going through these games and we're losing. And for me, and the competitor that I am, I'm like, well, I want to be the guy that's not the reason why. I was trying to still fight for a job and all these different things. And honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to how bad we really were until like the off season, where it's kind of like embarrassing to tell people, you played for the Lions at the time, because we're the only team that ever did that. So it was weird, though. It was a weird year of just trying to figure out who I am and who I'm going to be as an NFL player.
How many friends do you still have on the Lions?
Nobody's there. Only person there still is Matt Stafford, and then my D-line coach. He's still there, and he's about the only guy that I communicate with still.
But Golden Tate is there, so that's a former teammate in Seattle. So
former teammate, yeah.
Can you be friends? Are you friends?
Yeah, no, Golden Tate's a good guy, man. Heck of a ball player. I don't have any issues with him. I don't have to cover him, so nothing wrong with that situation. That's for Sherman, those guys. So, but we're cool.
But now you get to hit Stafford, whereas when you were with the Lions in practice, you weren't able to hit him.
Oh yeah, that's a little different. So you get some opportunities, but Staff he's doing some great things, man. He's grown up so much as a quarterback, from when I was there to now. But if I get my opportunities, I'm definitely gonna take my shots.
Ever accidentally hit Russell Wilson in practice?
No, I like my job too much to do anything like that. The quarterbacks wear red jerseys for a reason. You don't want to touch those guys.
What would Pete say to you if you did that?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't want to put him in that situation to have to say anything to me. I'm a true veteran. I stay away from the quarterbacks. Now, I've seen him get after guys for getting close to him, and I don't want to be that guy.
Would you rather play in bad weather or good weather?
Great weather. I'd rather play in a dome where you know what kind of temperature you're going to have. We played in Minnesota last year, and that was terrible. Oh, my gosh.
How cold was it that day?
I think they said it got negative, 10, 15 or something crazy like that. It was bad, man. Unnecessary football weather. They should have canceled that one.
But at what point does it affect you? Or at what point does it not affect you when you're playing cold?
I think it affects you from the jump. I mean, can't even warm up like you normally do. It's so cold. You're like, you know what? I'll just wait till the team comes out and we'll warm up together. Like it throws everything off. It's extremely cold. Your fingers go numb immediately as soon as you go outside. It's not fun. I tell you that.
There's always something going on with you guys. Now I saw Richard Sherman's boycotting the media. I saw that because he said, right? I mean. How much fun do you have with all those personalities? Because I don't know if you turn around and somebody's saying something or doing something, and now Richard Sherman's boycotting the media.
Yeah, well, you got 53 guys in the locker room. I mean, everybody's going to be different. Everyone's going to have their own thing going on. Me personally, I can't keep up with all of it. But as far as for teammates, we have great teammates. Sherman's an awesome guy. He's a great teammate. But everybody has their thing that they feel like they want to do. And the cool thing is, Coach Carroll allows us to be ourselves, and that's what happens sometimes.
How often does Richard Sherman bring up that he went to Stanford?
he doesn't bring it up.
Oh, he
often.
doesn't.
At least
Okay.
not with me. Not with me, at least. Because I went to Purdue, so hey,
Yeah.
I have a little bit of clout too, but not Stafford clout, of course. But he doesn't bring it up with me though.
I don't know if you saw this story, Cliff, and what happened in the Clemson-Ohio State game where the defensive player is seen grabbing for Clemson grabbing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I see. But my phone was blowing up. Like, is this what football turned into?
Is it? Do you do that stuff?
I hope not. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know what the situation was. Well, there's no situation that actually warrants anything like that. But that was a little weird. That was a little weird. I don't know what they have going on right there. But I would have spazzed out personally. But that's just me.
Okay, but what is allowable in the pile itself?
That's not allowable. I mean,
but if we can't see you, if we can't see any, that was in out in the open. But if we're in the pig pile there, what is allowable?
Well, I've heard of, because I've never been a part of it. I mean, I've heard of guys, pinching, punching, different things like that. But I've never seen nothing like that video. Like, you've never been in a pile and somebody just grabs you like that. No, that's a little weird.
Does Michael Bennett wear children's shoulder pads?
I think he wears the lingerie league. I think he wears those pads.
Is he the goofiest guy on the team?
By far.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, he's the goofiest, craziest guy on the team. But he means well. He just has his moments where he just decides he wants to say whatever. And whatever he's thinking about, he's definitely going to let you know it. But he's a great teammate, though.
The Seahawks will go to the Super Bowl if
we play our kind of ball, which means, stopping the run on defense, getting after the quarterback, and the offense doing what they do, putting up points. But I think it's very possible.
Congrats on the great season, Cliff, and good luck against your former team. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
That's Cliff Avril.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.